Hello, it's Big Chads, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube, Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I am a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about a fun Japanese candlestick pattern called Last Engulfing Bottom. Now it looks weird, and here we are. We have a bullish reversal, but it's on a big red candlestick. That doesn't make any sense. I thought a big red bearish engulfing candlestick meant, oh, it's going to go lower. But the idea here is that it's like an exhaustion gap or an overreaction move. You have a pretty mature downtrend. You have this nice little green candle, signifying some consolidation, some counter trend force rather, and the price tries to bounce. You see here the gap up, and then boom, real candle body engulfing the prior candle body. Now, why is this a reversal? It shows there's some indecision, there's some volatility here at a key moment in the price trend, and in this case, the bears have gone too far and too fast. This snap back is a momentum move where you're often going to see this a spring follow this. So you have, for example, in the last engulfing bottom, you have the move down, and then maybe nice little green candle, and then boom, big red candle. That's your red engulfing. Be on watch for a spring, right? The price comes back up above that first candle, and you can take your long trigger. Of course, pause and read this on your own, but you have a downtrend, red candlestick, so you have that small bullish green candle, and then a big red candle that engulfs the body of the prior candle. There's a selling climax, right, where sellers have exhausted their momentum, and it sets stage for a reversal. And it's the idea, again, of these overreaction, these overextension moves, where the price has gone too far too fast, right? Again, for example, we talk about an exhaustion bottom, gap down, and then boom, big gap, and that could signal maybe the beginning of an island bottom, or even even just that gap down and a simple reversal from that point because it went down too far too fast, kind of a bump and run style type of thing. So the last engulfing bottom is a bullish reversal pattern that appears at the end of a downtrend where you have the red candle into a smaller, maybe a little bit smaller body. And then you have the big red body showing a quick momentum reversal, some volatility, and that's often the type of volatility, and ideally with volume too, the volatility and volume you will see at the bottom of a chart. Here's your volume cluster. Here is the last engulfing bottom pattern. This is a fun one. And this is for the Trading Encyclopedia, the Daily Education series on my YouTube, Chads Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I am a founding analyst. Folks, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Big Chads out.